here. Oh, I was going to say we'll roll out the red carpet for you. Yeah, see, we got room.
Well, each Sunday we start with our intention, and today's intention is all about change. So for a moment, take a second and think about how you would like to personally change your life, what you'd like to get out of the service today.
We think the power of intention is so profound we actually like to use it. And we use it every day and we use it every Sunday. They say you change the room just by showing up. I say you change the room dramatically by which you shows up. You can bring your A game. You could be an active participant or you could be a casual observer. You get to choose. And we ask that you set your intention for whatever it is you want to get out of the service. If you feel like you're setting your intention like, I'm going to have a great service, I have every confidence you will. If you feel like you're going to have that's an okay service, I went to church, I have every confidence you can do that too. So I ask you to set your intention. If you agree with what's on the screen, here in just a second. There we go. And what's on the bulletin, now we invite you to read it with us. We utilize our most precious gift of free will to set our intentions and make them known. Today we choose an incredible experience. Today we intend to be a part of the miracle and accept the miraculous. Woo! So let's start us off with opening prayer. Divine Spirit, please be with us today and every day as we walk through from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed to the time we wake up again. We ask that you fill our hearts and our lives and our spirits. We ask your blessing on our journey. At the same time we give our blessing. We bless every person on this planet and every pathway they are utilizing to find you. We send out our heartfelt blessings to every church, mosque, synagogue, sweat lodge, meditation, nature, exercise room, whatever pathway someone is utilizing to find you, God, we bless them, we bless their path. At the same time, we ask that they bless our paths and that you bless us and our path and our way to find you also, Lord. Today is all about change, and we ask that you remind us who we are. We have the gift of free will to choose anything, to make any choice in any moment with your blessing. And once we make a choice, we're not locked into that choice. We can make a different choice and be blessed by you with that as well. We ask that you touch our lives and touch our hearts and make today an empowering day. Amen.
What we believe. On the back of your bulletin is a short outline of the things that we believe. Also, if you go to our website, there's more details.
ConnectionsSLC.com.
But simply put, we believe in gaining a greater connection with Spirit and improving our lives each day, making it better on the inside and the out.
We've been to some metaphysical churches days, weeks, months, or some of them even years before we had earned our secret decoder ring, where they took us in the back room and said, okay, this is what we really believe. And we wanted to be a little more upfront than that. So we just made a blueprint. We said, God, if you want us to do this, tell us why. Tell us what we're going to do. Give us a foundation to work with. And as we did, a spiritual blueprint began to form. And so we invite you to check that out. And on the website, we've got I think it's like a little 5-minute video that walks through all of the paths and the pillars and the things that we believe, different ways to get to God. But the Cliff Notes version is this. Show of hands, who wants to know God better? Who wants to know themselves better? And who wants tomorrow to be better than yesterday? If it helps you get there, that's what we believe. Good stuff.
So if you're in alignment with that, please join with us in what we believe.
We believe that there is one God, of which we are all a part. We believe that the spiritual blueprint can lead to a greater understanding and relationship with God and ourselves, which leads to life mastery. We help the world as we help ourselves and each other. Now we'll welcome to the front the Connections Choir. Now we invite you to really listen to the words in this song. It's kind of our theme song. We've sung it at pretty much every Connection service that we've had. And maybe you can relate to the words that are here.
With all I know about the universe, you think I have it down, the way it works.
all get to connect with each other, not just sit next to each other, but actual hugs and handshakes, getting to introduce ourselves if you've never met someone that's here, or to reconnect with those of us that are family and friends.
I can look each person here in the eye and tell you without question, I'm glad you're here. Chances are, as you look around the room, you're going to see some folks that you're actually, honestly, heartfelt glad they're here. This is a chance to let them know it. Now, Connections, we honor you and we honor your boundaries. So the international sign for handshake, the international sign for hug. So as you walk up to somebody, good morning, glad you're here. Good morning, glad you're here. If you let us know what your comfort zone is, we're happy to honor it. If you keep us guessing, we're going to go with our choice, and you're probably going to get hugged. So with that, we invite everybody to stand up and get to know the folks who love you by default. We have a very, very, very talented group of folks here. And every once in a while, they choose to share those talents and gifts with us. And today is one of those days. Dorsey's a member of the Connections family. She has been for quite a while, and for those who have heard her before, they know that she is a talented musician. And she is the ringleader from Papa's hospital stay that was rocking the 3rd floor of Woodstock. So now you get to hear her live in concert for yourself. So put your seat backs and tray tables in upright position and get ready for takeoff.
I started working on this song this week for you guys, but I found it was really more for me than anybody else, so I appreciate it. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. A time to every purpose under heaven. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time that you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. A time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for peace. I know it's not too late.
This morning's meditation. I want everybody to think of one thing that they'd like to change in their life. Pinpoint it to one thing. Everybody have that one thing? Okay. Once you do, I want you to feel yourself close your eyes and get comfortable in your chairs. Taking a couple of deep breaths in and exhaling out. bodies get relaxed deeper and deeper with each breath that you take. Getting in touch with yourself, your internal world, as it will show you what you need to know today. And as you do, I want you to imagine yourself as the center of your world, being the center and co-creator of your world. Sometimes I like to see this standing in the middle of a circle, but feeling everything on the outside as a reflection of you. And as you look at that reflection, as you stand in the middle of that circle, if there's anything that you would like to remove or enhance, I want you to give yourself permission to do so. Until that circle feels complete and whole. When it does, I want you to feel yourself go to a place that you find power and peace at. For some, that might be on a boat, others on top of a mountain. Maybe for others in a temple or in nature. Wherever that place is for you, imagine yourself being empowered, going there for strength and insight. And as you connect with this place, the sights, the sounds, the smells, and that feeling of empowerment, I want you to bring to the table, bring to the surface the thing that you would like to change, that one thing that you were thinking about before you started. And as if it was a piece of energy inside of you, I want you to imagine looking at it, giving it a shape, a color, something that you can grab hold of, as if it was inside of you, pulling it out and looking at it. And I want you to feel yourself change its energy. As you look at it, notice what it looks like. Give yourself permission to change it. What would you change it into? Changing its color, its shape, something to match you better. And once its energy is transformed, I want you to put it back inside of you. And feeling the adjustment, change that comes inside as it reconnects with the rest of you, inside and out. How good does that feel? How more in alignment does that feel with you? Notice that difference. Your soul is more powerful than your physical body or the things that surround you. So I want you to imagine your soul's energy coming to the surface, empowering you for this change that you're going through, that you are making in this moment forward. Feel it as its energy is so powerful that it goes straight forward. Nothing will stop you. Nothing stands in your way. I want you to feel your soul's energy back you in this change. And on top of that, I want you to feel the energy of spirit, of God, of your angels, standing behind you in this change as well, standing right next to you, beside you, walking through this with you, giving you strength and empowerment far beyond what you could have ever imagined. Feeling that energy flow into your spirit, then flow into your body and your world. And I want you to feel yourself on the other side of this change, as if it happened hundreds of years ago. How does your life different? Get comfortable with that change, as if it was always a part of you. With that energy, feeling that connection to spirit and to your soul, your empowerment, and feel yourself come back, ready to live the physical part of that change. Excited to live the physical part of that change. Because it's always better than what you ever thought. As if it was a surprise or a gift on the other side. So taking that gift, taking that energy, when you're ready, you can come back and open your eyes.
The captain has cleared us for landing. Please return to your body. Your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. When you come back into your body, when you start to feel yourself back, your true self, your spirit anchored back into your meat suit, use it. Thank you. Welcome up to the front, the Connections Thespian Society. Every Sunday we have a skit, a dramatic performance, and we do because, just like with a book or a movie, it allows us to see things from a different perspective than maybe we normally do. So we invite you to watch, take part, and see how this information, how this new perspective may help you. We all want change, right? We all want change?
Yes.
We want things to change. Things gotta change. Unless you are blissfully happy and very fulfilled in every area of your life, then you, on some level, want something to change. The challenge is that most of us want things to change, but we resist changing ourselves, changing our thoughts, our actions, our routines. Let's see what we can learn from our friends, See It Steve and Believe It Becky, as they're discussing change right now.
Once I see it, then I'll believe it.
I'm just the opposite. Once I believe it, then I'll see it.
We all fall into one of those two categories, don't we?
Well, it is true. When you see something, then you can believe it, right? If you can't see it, then it might just be in your imagination.
Anybody familiar with a guy named Albert Einstein? Fairly smart fella, according to most folks. Einstein said all meaningful and lasting change starts first with your imaginations, and then works its way out. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein.
Well, I agree with Einstein. Once I believe something, it has no choice but to show up in my reality, so I can really see it.
Norman Vincent Pearl said, change your thoughts, change your world.
So that's what this is all about, changing my thinking?
Well, all change has to start somewhere, right?
I suppose, but I don't see how changing my thoughts is going to have any effect at all on my outside world.
If you think something long enough, sooner or later, you're going to start talking about it, right?
Of course, at some point, I'll either want to share my thoughts with others or get their opinions on it at least.
Well, your words help birth your thoughts into your reality.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Well, maybe. If a thought is just a thought, then putting those thoughts into words help to give them form, right?
I suppose.
Well, those words, those thoughts, can only live inside your head for so long. Eventually, they'll find their way into your outside world, right?
Well, yeah.
Cool. So as you find yourself thinking differently, eventually, you'll find yourself speaking differently, right?
That would make sense.
Eventually. You'd be a hypocrite if you repeatedly said one thing but did another, right?
Yeah, I know people like that.
And I'm guessing that you wouldn't want to be one of those people?
Heavens no.
Wonderful. So, as your thoughts change, your words change. Then your actions change too, right?
I suppose so.
Well, your reality is just a reflection back to you of what you put into it. Your thoughts, words, and actions.
Huh?
You make your decisions, then your decisions make you, a wise man once told me.
If you choose to think dishonestly, talk dishonestly, and act dishonestly long enough, eventually you will be known as a dishonest person. Ain't that right?
Well, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, swims like a duck, and flies, I'm probably not going to call it an eagle.
Exactly. That's how changing your thinking changes your world.
Things do not change. We do. Henry David Thoreau.
And that is how I designed you.
God?
That's me, the one and only.
What did you mean? You designed us?
I mean, that two dogs don't make a chicken.
Huh?
Like creates like. I created you in my own image. I am a creator, so I made you to be creators also.
Oh,
I get it.
I also gave you the gift of free will.
We know the ability to make any choice.
That's right, and I never said that you could only choose once, then you were stuck with it.
So, we can make a choice, and then we can make a different choice an hour later.
You already know that answer, but let's ask my angels. Angels?
That's right.
That's right.
Who's the angels? Right here. 1, 2, 3. Give me a that's right. 1, 2, 3.
That's right.
That's right.